Hi folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I've got an interesting one today. It's a modern classic camper van. It's been a trade-in, and having just taken it for a 10-mile drive, I can vouch for it driving surprisingly well for a van which dates back to 1989. And it's actually a Renault Traffic. It's got a 2-litre petrol engine and a 5-speed gearbox, manual gearbox, and it has MOT till the end of October 2020, and I'm taking this video in late May 2020, so it's good to jump in and drive, and I can vouch for it certainly driving well enough. The gentleman who the camper van come from has confirmed that it's had running repairs. Last time it had its MOT, there's a chunky receipt for some repair work required for the MOT, which was all done, and it is an inexpensive camper to suit someone who's looking for a low cost of entry for a sizable camper van. And when I say it drove well, I should say it drove really well. The brakes are great. The steering suspension, it started on the key, plenty powerful. As you can imagine, there's going to be a few quirks about a vehicle this old. It's covered 114,000 miles, but despite its mileage and age, the gentleman wanted to make sure it was reliable, so it was well maintained, and he was doing a regular journey from where he lived in the Midlands, Dorset. He used to regularly go to the Midlands to visit family, and then down to the coast at Sussex. And yeah, it's a pretty decent camper for the money, and it's a good entry into low cost camper vanning. So let me jump inside, and I will tell you a little bit about what I've noticed. So, comfy seats. They're actually from a Rover 75. Don't get fooled by the airbag tag on there, I can assure you there isn't one, but they are very comfy. So a pair of leather seats. Let's jump in, and here we are behind the wheel. 114,000 miles. It's got a radio cassette, CD I should say, sorry, not cassette, and a pretty snazzy fold down tray here, and this is probably best stored in there when it's not in use. Rubber matting to the front, and I'm going to introduce you to quite a lot of carpet in this car, and you'll see what I mean in the back. By the way, when you drive, the Speedo has a habit of being a bit bouncy, and remarkably here we've got some sort of reading on the car's thermometer, but when you drive it drops off and doesn't seem to work. Other than that, I think everything does work. No warning lights, good engine oil and pressure, and as I say, she starts on the button. It's a petrol 2-litre, and it's a manual choke. No ECUs to worry about on these vehicles, they're pretty basic. Let's go and have a look in the back, because I think that's why you buy a camper van. Its paintwork can be described as quite heavy duty, and I don't know if that's been applied by a roller or not, but it's certainly quite robust paintwork. It's black and white. If you get up closely, you'll see the beginnings of a bit of peppering, of a bit of rust here, but it's nothing too terrible. And bearing in mind at this price point, I don't think we're going to be getting perfection, but importantly it does seem to be reliable, and it used to take the chap anywhere he wanted it to go, so that was good enough for us. It does have a tow bar, and it's got a fairly snazzy little step, and there's a door into the back. This is the carpet I was talking about. It seems to be everywhere in this van, and I'm sure there's another button that you twist and that allows you to put those keys down, and I think that goes over to one side, and there we go, that's that. I don't know a great deal about these camper vans, but I can tell you from what I was pointed out, there's a fuse box here, and there's a plug socket there, and a plug socket there. I was told that a battery was included, and that seems to sit in there, and it looks like it sits up there. and it also looks as if it probably charges as you're driving along, but please don't take my word for it. I'm not a great expert on campervans, but I do recognise one of these, and I think they call that a cooker sink. And I noticed underneath here there's a gas bottle and a pump for the water, and I'm guessing there's like a little grill area underneath there. There's a switch there, no idea what that does, but there's a small fridge fitted here. Haven't quite sussed out how that opens. I'm sure with time I can work that out. And there's a little fridge, and that pops in there. I'm assuming the fridge, I don't know if it runs off gas, so please don't ask me too many questions about these, because I'm really not too clued up. You've got what looks to be an LED light here, switch on the side, smoke detector, some cupboards, and that's all here. And you've got a long cupboard here, which I think they call a wardrobe, and there's got a couple of clips holding that shut, but I know that's a full length wardrobe. You pull the bottom of this bed frame out, that comes across, that turns into a double bed, and you've got various storage space here. It's quite a large one above the driver's cab, and that all clicks down, and a couple of cupboards. That looks like a clip-on fan which goes on a little bracket which is on the front, you can see there, and fire extinguisher in the back, and a bit more space. Lots of this padding, lots of this carpet, curtains, and so space wise I think it's everything you need for a bit of a weekend away. There's even a sunroof up there. It appears to have roller blinds and curtains fitted. There's a couple of speakers up here in the roof space, and yeah, it seems to be a pretty decent sized camper van for some inexpensive camping fun. Now, over here is a awning. I've got no idea what it looks like or how it fits up. I assume it goes on the side of the camper van, but that is included in the sale. I've noticed the tyres are okay all round, and there's another side door. There's another door to get into the side there. And I'm going to do a walk around on the outside now, just to show you the condition of the van. Let's start at the front. That bumper looks pretty reasonable. Looks okay from the front. Bit of a pattern above the driver there. Looks quite solid. If I get in close, there looks like a little bit of bubblings going on there. That door looks pretty solid. Okay, through the bottom here. Back doors. And there she is, opened up. You can see inside. Just a walk around the side. She all looks pretty decent. She certainly goes well enough, and being a petrol, she pulls up the hills well. 5-speed gearbox, and some receipts for repairs and servicing comes with the van as well. Well, she's in stock at the moment, and please be quick, because the last time we had an inexpensive camper van, it sold literally within days, and it's the time of year when the sun's out. So if you're interested in a low-cost camper van, which is a Renault Traffic from 1989, please get in touch and we'll be delighted to show you this one. Thank you for watching, folks. Danny at Bradley James signing out.